We didn't update it for season 3.
Oh, hey, Sean.
Oh, David, didn't see you there.
What's going on?
Just hanging out on a live
Yeah.
stream.
A live stream. Are people watching?
They are. We have, by my stats here, there are 200 people watching.
I guess the rest are going to come soon.
Yeah,
I
it's
think they're
low
waiting
right
for the
now.
first act.
Yeah, YouTube probably can't handle the server load.
Yeah, I hear after 200, it actually stops counting.
That makes sense to me.
And they don't show up until the next day. Sometimes a week or so later.
Worth the wait. Well, we should probably wait for them to show up.
Yeah.
And then begin.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited. This
is going to be a good time.
This is fun that compared to our 2 previous live shows, we can't see the crowd. So I mean, on one hand, we don't know when the audience is really loving it.
Yeah.
But then again, we also can't see when they're really
hating it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just miss Brock. I want Brock to bring me water. It's been a shtick. I should have hired him just for tonight to show up behind me. Just like one of those elevator rise ups. And then
or like a pole coming in with the water on it.
Well, yeah, I could have probably just rigged that up myself. Like just the Polish person.
We'll wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That's fine.
That's good. That's good.
I wanna do a brief intro to the evening for the people who are tuning in. Tonight is based on really audience feedback from our first 2 live shows. What everyone didn't like. What was it that no one liked about the first 2 live shows?
I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. I've kind of checked out of those 2 memories.
It was us.
Oh, is that it?
Turns out
that's right. Everything they did was the acts before us.
Yes.
Like a string quartet.
And the fact that of all our listeners, of which there are 4 or 5.
Yes.
Most of the people who are watching this, I think we're up to 19 people. None of them listen to the podcast. So there would be no point in spending time talking about the book because no one has listened to the hours of the almost year that we've spent dissecting The Secret of the Old Mill.
Yeah, we did what? 10 episodes on the new book, right? And 20 on the old. So that's 30 weeks we've been spending on The Secret of the Old Mill.
12 weeks on the comparison, actually.
Oh, that was 12?
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. My goodness.
So we decided to take what worked from before, which was acts like Allison and Bagel Shoe and a brilliant string quartet, and build on that to have a live show that really focused on other people's talents instead of ours, because that's what people liked. And so as we get started with the first one in just a minute, I just want to say we've encouraged people to step outside of their comfort zone, to try things they haven't tried before. This is a safe place that we've done our best to cultivate. When we've had our live shows in person, the crowd has been a very, very wonderful, accepting crowd. Threatening?
Terrible. Scary. Yeah. When we get on stage. A man who won't be named, who sits in a corner but he's relatively close and he doesn't smile. He knows who he is.
Yeah.
He just mean mugs you. And you're just like, stop looking at me, Keith. Stop.
He's running our Instagram now. So
he is. And he just put up a new poll, correct?
Yeah. If you're on Instagram, check out Hardy & Sons podcast on Instagram. And there's a poll up right now, I believe, about who's the better host. Neither David and I are on Instagram. We've relinquished control to Keith, and he's doing his best to divide people. So take a minute for that.
So tonight's going to be different. It's more of a variety show, correct?
Yes.
And what we're doing is we're also going to be accepting donations, correct?
Yes. YouTube has a donation feature now.
So if you go over to YouTube, you will see a spot where you can donate. And just so you know, we're not shady, all the donations will be going to Sean. And strictly Sean. I will not be taking any of the donations because, I'm not into that. It's not going to the people that are, doing small, 2-minute bits or whatnot. It's just all to Sean. Yeah. Not even for the show.
There's a lot of people right now who need a lot of help, and I'm not one of them, but that isn't going to affect it. And I believe, last thing before we throw to the first act, are you offering to match all donations made tonight?
That is correct, Sean. At the end of the show, whatever we raise, I promise to match whatever we have in that pot.
Pay that to me.
directly to you.
Okay.
I will write that check immediately to you.
Well, without further ado, I'm gonna bring up our first act. Please welcome to our virtual stage, Allison Gray. Hi, Allison.
Hi. Hi,
What's
everybody.
going on?
Guys, it's so great. I am in a parking lot in Sullivan, Missouri on the way home from a work trip.
Was it a successful work trip?
It was actually really great, and my boss is just standing outside the car.
He doesn't want to sit in the car?
I told him he had an option, but he's like, I'll just let you do your thing.
Did you tell him to log on his phone outside to watch?
I told him I would send him the link later.
We could use the viewer.
Yeah.
We could, get him on. And if you could you actually put him right behind you so we can see him just outside of the car?
In the shadows.
Just in the shadows,
that would probably throw me off. It would throw me off.
Fair.
Well, I'll ask you this one last question before we let you do your thing. Do you want David and I to share the screen and you to hear our reactions, or would you rather us back away and let you perform?
No, you guys stay on the screen. I like to have friends.
Okay, we'll hang out. Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Allison Gray.
Time for me? Okay. Yeah, I have just 3 minutes, so I'm going to get right into it. So when I was 28, I was at a birthday party for one of my nephews, and a boy that I didn't know fell and started crying. So I went over and said, "Hey, can I help you?" And he looked at me and was like, I need an adult. So I responded, "Hey, like I'm an adult, like I can actually help." So he looked at me again and was like, "No, I need a real adult." And I get what he was saying. Because I also, when I was his age, I assumed that all adults were married and had kids. I assume that happened at 25. But now as a kidless 35-year-old, I can say that that's not the case, and I am adult, but I only have 3 minutes, so I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, I am recently engaged, so I'm almost an adult. I would show you my ring, but I'm holding my phone with that hand. But in my long 35 years, I've only had 3 ex-boyfriends, which I know I've dated a lot. I'm 6 feet tall, and I've kind of been that height since I was in 5th grade. No big deal, but I've had a lot of boyfriends. I've had 2 past ex-boyfriends, and then I have my current fiance, who's technically my ex-boyfriend, current fiance. So my very first real boyfriend was in college. I didn't drink at the time. My life was kind of centered around church groups and some Bible studies. And when I broke up with this guy, 4 months into the relationship, he decided to tell everyone that he was a prophet from the Lord. And then I was disobeying God's plan because God had told him that we were supposed to be married. And some of my friends actually believed him, which kind of is like, you can never underestimate the confidence of a boring white guy. But, instead of taking some time after a breakup like most people do, focus on yourselves, eat some ice cream, he decided to tell everyone that he can literally talk to God, which I think is great. My second boyfriend was much different. I was 23. I was finishing up grad school. I drank a little bit. And then 6 months into the relationship, I realized that for the first 2 months, he had been drunk every time I'd seen him. And I just didn't know that. He apparently would chug 5 or 6 beers before we hung out every time, which somehow was not a red flag for me. And heads up, it really should have been. It should have been a red flag. But okay, now I'm with my final ex-boyfriend, who is the best person. And we've been together for about 8 years. But you do really learn a lot about someone when you go through a quarantine together. And we've had a raccoon problem. So this started right when we started both working from home. And this fat, cute little raccoon would just trot up our stairs to our house, walk around our porch, around it, through the backyard and to the back alley. And we'd see her about 2 or 3 times a week, and it was pretty cute. And then she started like walking onto the porch and up, and she'd actually walk along the rail, which again is very cute. It's like a little cute little circus act. But then all of a sudden she would start climbing up the columns of our porch onto our balcony and onto the roof. At some point she had kids, she had babies, and then she started bringing her whole family with her. And I have to say, I don't think anything else can sum up my quarantine experience better than something that kind of started out cute, because I'll be honest, I was very lucky. I had an easy quarantine. I can work from home. It was great seeing Sean every day and hanging out with him more. But all of a sudden you wake up 6 months later and it's 3 a.m. and your fiance is out on the balcony hitting the roof with a broom and then spraying a very confused raccoon family with a bottle of cayenne pepper and vinegar. So basically, raccoons are very cute. They don't belong in your gutters. Please wear a mask. And that's it.
Well done. Well done.
I think
and also, just to set the record straight here, I didn't say that I could speak with God. I said I spoke to a dog who claimed he was God. I mean, they're two different things, Allison. Okay? And I never said I walk on water. I said I once melted ice cream and walked over it. I said I walk on cream. It was a joke.
Caleb Robertson offers the Hardy reference to you that Biff Hooper, one of the chums, would be a great match for you as he has spider legs. He's freakishly tall. So if it doesn't work out with your ex-boyfriend,
I'm on my last ex-boyfriend. I'm getting married. So I'm sorry.
Well, if something happens with the raccoons, know that Biff's ready.
Okay.
Well, Allison, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have a safe trip back to St. Louis. Thanks for pulling over and doing this.
I'll watch the show the rest of the time.
Thank your boss for us as well for his patience.
I will.
Have a wonderful evening.
All right. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Hey, Allison.
I don't know if it was obvious, but Sean Gunston there is the fiance whose comments I kept putting.
Yeah, I was enjoying those. The Biff Hooper line.
That's good.
What a line.
Somebody's paying attention to the show.
Caleb. Yeah.
Are you ready for our next act? Can I bring him on stage?
Bring him on. Who is this?
This is Carl and Justin.
Oh, a twofer.
How are you guys?
We're good. We're nervous.
Oh, don't be.
You're top lit. It's fine.
It's
dramatic.
How many people are in the audience now?
200 and it stops at 200.
Yeah, we find out tomorrow.
Oh, I shouldn't have even asked. I thought it was like you and me and us and like my mom.
Yeah, it's really just you, me, us, and then my mom's iPad, my mom's phone, and my mom's laptop.
Yeah.
So really packing them in tonight.
Yeah.
In fact,
Justin's going to play a little just noise, make some noise, and then I'm going to talk, and I'll tell us if you can hear me and him, what it sounds like. Can you hear us both? Is he too loud? Is he too quiet?
It's a bit echoey, but we got it. Okay. You're not overpowered by him.
Okay.
Emotionally or otherwise.
Now, how do you feel about that you're not overpowering him?
It's the cycle of life.
Yeah. You got to stand up. You got to say something. You got to tell him, say, hey, I shred.
It's
all right.
He can do, at any moment he can do it. He's being polite.
Okay, good.
Well, obviously we're going to play, we were trying to decide between a Tiffany song and a Carly Rae Jepsen song.
I think we've all faced that decision at one point or another.
Yeah, we've landed on one of those. And let us know when you're ready.
I'm going to take us off the screen. You guys take it away.
Okay. I threw a wish in the well, don't ask me, I'll never tell. Looked at you as it fell, and now you're in my way. Trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, now you're in my way. You're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing, hot night wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing, hot night wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? I just met you, and this is crazy. Here's my number, call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. Here's my number, so call me maybe. You took your time with the call, I took no time with the fall. You gave me nothing at all, but still you're in my way. Beg and borrow and steal, I foresight and it's real. I didn't know I would feel it, but it's in my way. It's in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing, hot night wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing, hot night wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Yeah, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me. And all the other boys try to chase me. And all the other boys try to chase me. And all the other boys try to chase me. Good night, YouTube.
Nicely done. I was waiting to see that guitar get smashed. That would have been awesome.
It's not too late.
I was gonna smash it.
Yeah.
That's only good for like a minute, and then you got
that's
guitar.
Yeah.
We tried to limit everybody to 3 minutes, and we're already over. So I know you were about to smash it. We're going to stop you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
See
Thank you guys. Sean, how are we doing with the money donations?
I can't see yet, but if they don't come in after that,
right?
It might be. If they don't come in after that, the problem is on YouTube's end. Something is wrong.
Well, I hear it takes at least a day for the actual number to show up.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna bring up without further ado. Act number 3 is a buddy of mine, Mr. James E. Walker. Pop him on the screen here. Mr. Walker, hello.
Yo, what's going on?
What's up?
Man, I'm great, man. Pleasure to meet you, Mr.
Oh,
Bird.
nice to meet you too, man. How you doing?
Mr. Spongeworthy.
I don't know, man. That's a nice alias to steal.
Yeah, you can have it. It's all yours.
I can change David's
I'm a man
to
of
else.
many names.
Hey, I'm a man of many hats.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, me too.
See the hats in the back?
Yeah. Well, if you want to take it away, James.
All righty. So I actually did find the show version. So,
do you want us to hang out here on the side, or you want center stage here?
Oh man, join the show. I need some hype men.
We'll hang out. We got it.
All right. So the name of the song that I'm going to do is called "Cultivate." It was actually a single that I just shot a video for that'll be releasing this Friday on September 18th. So y'all check it out.
Oh, beautiful.
When it comes out, I'll update the description of this video with a link to it.
Okay. My audios are good. Everything.
Yep, you sound great.
All right. Yeah. Cultivate. Cultivate. Cultivate what's mine. Cultivate with mine. Cultivating in mind. Cultivating my mind. Cultivating what's mine. Cultivating in mind. Cultivating in mind. Cultivating my mind. Tell me, what do you love so much so that tick till you explode? No matter how much you've been shaking, no matter the aching, you're never gonna let go. Just enjoy the process. Plant your seeds. Develop a platform that works. Can't be scared to bleed. Gotta plant what you want to grow. Pull a needle from the haystack just to sow. What you reap on the inside starts to flow. The shock value vibrates from below. With that pressure, woo! Oh yeah, that pressure make the diamond. Pressure bust the pipe to call a night, and the crops is where you find me down to fight. Instant gratification, look how we pacing, jacking for all trades, moving too fast, blurring lines of the matrix. Maybe we're losing our patience. Meditate. How could I not elevate? How could I not enter the race? Rose on the bottom of buckets, jumped over the crabs, determined to get through the gates. I cultivate with mine, cultivating in mind, cultivating in mind, cultivating what's mine, 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 mine. Mine, cultivate what's mine. Cultivate what's mine. Cultivating what's mine, with mine, in mine, my mind, what's mine, with mine, in mine, my mind. Preparation. Please understand your future starts with an occupation. Maybe I'm going overhead. Let's talk about observation. I'm waking up the latent. Once we tap into that God box, we can give ourselves reparations. We can give ourselves education. No need for the disorientation when you're living in the age of information. How could you not be procreating? When you find purpose, it's only important to you. Only when you find truth, spend time with it. Reflect on your past. You gotta hone that inner juice. What's the one thing got on control of? My art, before I let it go, I got to make sure I'm proud of it. That's art, maybe it just can't be taught. Maybe the fish can't be caught. Maybe this, maybe that. Maybe I'm built like a god. Really, the soul can't be bought. Get it? I cultivate with mine. Cultivating in mind. Cultivating my mind. Cultivating what's mine. Cultivating in mind. Cultivating in mind. Cultivating my mind. Cultivate, cultivating what's mine, with mine, in mine, my mind, what's mine, with mine, in mine, my mind. Woo! Bust a little cold sweat real quick.
Yeah, you got me sweating too. Also, apparently you're in the runnings for the new host.
Yeah, that was
man. No.
So yeah,
do what I can, man.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Indeed. You know, I tend to step to the plate, man. I rise to the occasion.
You got a couple albums out, right?
Yeah, I got a few.
Where can people find you?
So you can find me on all the major platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Google Play, and I also created a playlist on YouTube as well.
Sweet, man. When
my YouTube channel is Designer Rap Music.
All right, I'll put links in the description when this is all over and update that.
Yes, indeed, man.
Thanks for joining.
I appreciate the time, man. I appreciate the invite. And yeah, man, let me know when you need that co-host to step in.
Yeah.
It's gonna be soon.
We need it. We need a new, at least a guest or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Or when Sean gets sick, you fill in.
I know somebody might get sick, so.
Yeah.
All
right,
I'm not
James, thank you.
But I think I could be a good 6 man.
Oh, you'll find it.
Yeah.
You'll find it. All right.
Well,
later,
thanks,
man.
James.
I gave you the big screen there.
You did give me the big screen. Thank you.
James is winning for most words right now. And I'm not sure that we're going to see that topped, but I'm bringing in with a little cooking demonstration.
Oh,
Jamie. Jamie. I don't know if she can hear us.
Oh, she's on mute. I think she's on mute.
I can't unmute. Their mic is not connected. Your mic is not connected.
She there? She sees us.
Yeah. Hello. Wait. It seems to be.
Oh no! Wait. She saw us for a second. Now she's gone again.
Uh-oh.
This seems like a scene out of Scream. Oh wait! No, there it goes. Are you unmuting it?
I just unmuted it, but I hear nothing. I want to hear things, but I hear nothing.
Do you think that phone call is serious?
I don't know. I hope so.
Oh yeah, just wave.
Hello?
See if she waves back. There she is. Yeah, she's waving.
We can't hear you.
Yeah.
We can't hear you. We want to hear you. but we can't.
Oh man, I told you we were going to have technical difficulties. Why is she muted again?
I feel like one thing to do here.
Oh, I heard a blip.
Are you hearing me?
Now we can hear you.
I don't hear you. Are you?
You can hear me, right?
Oh, I got you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you guys
Now
just
we
hang
can
on
hear
for like 1 second?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, no, can I just come over there right now?
It's not.
Just right now, just for like 5 minutes. No, the live stream just started. The thing just started. I gotta go.
Yeah, we are on.
Are you
bumping?
The thing I sent you the link to. I gotta go. So you're just gonna break up with me. Awesome.
Oh, God.
Fine.
Uh-oh.
You know what? Whatever.
Drop this one. Get out.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Am I live right now?
You are.
Yeah.
Great.
You are. How are you?
Awesome. Hi, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
and the
good.
audio was working.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Glad to hear it. Anyway, so I'm Jamie, and I guess I'm friends with Sean, and thanks for inviting me on this, Sean. Great timing, as always, for you.
Thank you.
I was scheduled to do a baking brownie tutorial, a nice, simple, easy one. Nothing so simple these days, is it? I'm on the West Coast. I'm in Washington State. I'm surrounded by smoke, and I'm newly single. So let's get started. Let's talk about brownies instead of my breaking heart. Cool. Sorry, that was super unprofessional. Whatever, I got this. The reason I wanted to do this is because I know that like you guys are being entertained with music and stand-up comedy and stuff, but it's like late at night, so I thought you guys could be like peckish and want something like sweet to eat by the end of the live stream. So like I am sure you guys all have these ingredients in your cupboard right now. Just follow along with me, and by the end of the live stream you're going to be snacking on something sweet. Okay
Okay.
Beautiful.
So first you are going to start off by preheating your oven to 350. You know what's really interesting though is that we were together for 8 months, but like 6 of those were in quarantine. So, like, how are you going to even understand what it's like to date somebody when you're in quarantine? You know what I mean? Like, the first time I met his parents was over Zoom. And then, like, the other day when we were trying to figure out a Netflix movie for, like, 30 minutes, it's not really romantic because we were doing it in separate houses over Zoom. Don't even try hanky-panky over Zoom. It is difficult. Okay. Anyway, sorry, guys. I'm good. It was really fresh. You probably heard it. It's fresh, so we're good. All right. Here we go. So, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take 2 cups of butter. I'm just going to drop this down here. 2 cups of melted butter, or it could be soft butter, whatever. That's the easiest thing to do. 1.5 cups of flour. Just toss that in. You're going to do a 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. That's what makes it chocolate. Then you're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then you're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Then you're going to do a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, fantastic. And then this is a trick of mine, okay? You're going to do 4 eggs instead of 2. A lot of people just do 2 because that's like what they get from like those $1 baking boxes. But you're going to do 4. And if you have a hard time cracking these, like some people can't seem to crack them all the way, just picture them like they're the skull of one of your exes. And then you can just crack it just fine, can't you? Just real easy at that point. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm just joking. Joe's brain isn't possibly this big. So you just crack it in, all 4. There we go. Now we're just going to mix it together. And that should be, the sugar. I forgot the sugar, you guys. Don't forget the sugar. That's actually really important. Otherwise, what are you eating, like brown kale? So 2 cups of sugar, sweeten it up. And that's actually kind of what I really like about baking. You know what I mean? It's a science experiment. Like, you have to make sure you have all the right ingredients. Otherwise, the entire recipe could be ruined. You know what I mean? Like, without sugar, like without sweetness in your life, then that's just going to ruin everything, and you're going to be left with a little bitter of a taste in your mouth, and then you're going to start questioning the entire relationship. The flavors in the brownies. So just something to think about. So anyway, they're all in there now, and you're just going to turn that on. It's going to get a little loud. Don't worry about it. I like to use a KitchenAid to mix everything up. You can do it by hand. It's not that hard. You know, Joe always used to mix it by hand. He called me lazy for using a KitchenAid, but I just said, work smarter, not harder, Joe. You know what I mean? And isn't that just like the perfect mantra to have right now? Work smarter, not harder, because don't be stupid like some people and try to work as hard as you can to make something mix that clearly doesn't want to mix because it's worried that the baking powder can't possibly lose its individuality and mix with the cocoa, for heaven's sake. It just feels like it doesn't want to partner. It doesn't want to merge together, which is exactly what you need to do. That is a natural process of partnering up and merging together with something. So hopefully over time, the combination of all that you bring to the bowl will unite into something better than you added to it in the first place. Then
It looks like it's all done. Fantastic. You're gonna take your empty pan, your empty shell of a pan. Sean, when's the last time you guys even used a baking pan?
It hasn't been, not anytime recently.
No, that's right. Is it just sitting there empty, lonely, cold,
in the back
alone
of a
in
cabinet,
your cupboard somewhere, just like denied and ignored for months? I bet all of you have just been ignoring your baking pans for months and just thinking that it's fine by itself with all of its glassmates until you're ready to call it up and just be like, oh, you want to bake brownies now, months later? You know what? Stop teasing your baking pans, you guys. Just use them or don't, okay? Oh my God, just don't grease it up and you guys, you have to grease up your pans. No, legit, hang on. Don't forget your non-stick cooking spray. You just grease it up oh my God, we almost ruined the whole recipe because then the brownies just sticking to it. You can be generous with it. Be generous with something in your life. Great, so that's done. I'm okay now. It's about the brownies, it's not about me. I'm on track, I'm good. So we got the batter. It's all done. Just going to put it in the pan now. So, last step. I know we're getting long here. You're just going to take the batter and you're going to dump it in the dump it. You're going to dump it. What a perfect turn. Just dump it. Why don't you just dump it faster than a Joe can dump a Jamie? And just get it all in there until it's done. And then you just take it and you just put it in the oven at 350 like we just said. And then let it burn alive for 20 to 30 minutes. Okay? Or if you were hypothetically just broken up with just 5 minutes ago and it's still fresh, why don't you use the anger of 1,000 suns and just radiate your heat into the brownies so that way you're going to be done in 5 seconds.
Those look great.
That does look really good. I don't know when you put sprinkles on them.
It worked. You guys, I'm actually kind of surprised that they actually baked and self-decorated. It's amazing, huh?
They look good.
You guys, I think this is the first time I'm going to be satisfied in quite a while. You know what I'm saying? This is great. Well, anyway, I guess we're out of time, but okay, I guess it's a good ending after all. What a happy ending for all of us. Fantastic. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this brownie. Oh, don't ignore that. I hope you guys enjoyed this brownie recipe. And if you just happen to finally click the link that I sent you 5 times to finally support your now ex-girlfriend, eat it, Joe. Eat it. I'm going to see what I don't care. Just eat it. Fine.
Let it go. Let it keep going. Let it keep going. Let her eat the whole thing.
Oh yeah, okay.
No!
Okay. So I'm so glad that you brought me in here, and I was going to play a song, but this is ridiculous. So instead, I actually, after that last act, I saw David go off screen. So I went downstairs and just got Surf Ninjas, just so that you can see something that you love.
Want my Surf Ninjas back.
Yeah, and I have to.
It back.
And it says on the inside, it says property of fat, and I'm censoring it because obviously for the children.
Censor that.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
I just wanted to give this time to decompress.
You're getting booed. You're getting booed. People are saying you should be locked up. That's a crime. That's Coco's best performance, son.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That is mine. He's had it for over a year, and I get it. It's a great film. It's quality cinema. You don't want to return it. Well done. Yeah. Well, I'm just happy you didn't lose it or throw it out.
Like I said, I wanted to bring it. I knew that would get you right back. It's like smelling salts for him, Surf Ninjas.
100%. It's like mom's smelling salts. Coming back to Hardy Boys here. What's up, Bret Hoy?
I don't know what. I'm still overwhelmed from the last act, and then to be thrown into
I know. That's what I said.
Between the two of you,
time to decompress. Time to decompress.
Oh, thank you. So you're going to be like a little therapist for us right now, Bret?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's my role here, right?
I think it's a good role. Sean, how are you feeling? I guess these are the questions you should be asking, Bret, not to tell you how to do your job. Sean, how are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm worried about Jamie.
Yeah.
But I'm good. We are falling behind schedule, and Bret, you texted
cut Bret
me
short.
Yeah, we're cutting Bret short.
Thanks for coming on, Bret. Great
That's
seeing
okay.
you
Move
again.
to decompress.
Brett, what are you going to do with the rest of your night?
Come on, Bret.
I don't know, actually.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't want that.
Yes.
I didn't want to do it that way. Got some friends here. I'm adding to the stream the next act.
Hello there. Can you hear me?
This is Orin Coco Flow,
Hey,
a trip through our
hey.
solar system.
Hey, man. I'll be speaking the languages here, man. Hey, so my good friend Josh Guffey and his son Henry, they just couldn't make it tonight. So I'm subbing in, and it's okay. It's going to be a good piece of entertainment, and y'all are going to be entertained. So I'm Reginald Maybe Good, and this is my assistant Weasel Dickens, and this is the Orinoco Flow, an abbreviated trip through the solar system. Okay. Now this is the first time we've been doing this virtually because this is an award-winning road show, and we packed the church tents, man. So I'm gonna play all this. It may not work out, but you know what? Some things don't. Okay, and that's just the way it's gonna be. Okay, so just patience and time, and you're gonna learn a little something about the planets. Okay, so here we go.
We're ready.
All right, here we go. First up is Mercury. He's the smallest planet we got, but he can turn in a hell of a lap time. He takes only 88 days to get around the sun, and he's capable of getting as hot as heck fire, up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit. Second from the sun is Venus. This Roman goddess of love, according to recent findings, may be home to alien life because of high levels of phosphine, an incredibly stinky byproduct of living beings. Which brings us to number 3 from the sun, planet Earth, our pale blue dot. She's pretty, just don't let the locals turn you off, am I right? Next is Mars, the red planet, god of war. Except he's kind of a shrimp, being the second smallest planet behind Mercury. But as Martian Matt Damon proved recently in the 2015 Oscar-nominated film The Martian, you can grow potatoes in your filth up there, and that's nothing to sneeze at. Jupiter, holy moly, this baby is a biggin. If I realize I haven't been doing the planets. I got to fast forward here, guys. Sorry. There's Jupiter. There it is. Okay. Jupiter, holy moly, this baby's a biggin. If you added up all the other planets and multiplied their masses 2.5 times, that would get you 1 Jupiter. Heck, the famous Great Red Spot Storm alone is bigger than Earth all by itself. Am I right?
You're right.
Saturn, my favorite, has amassed 82 moons, 7 beautiful rings, and more than 700 Earths could fit inside of him, although I don't suggest you try that at home. Number 8, Uranus. Skip. Finally, Neptune, officially the last planet in our solar system since Pluto got its citizenship revoked. It was out here masquerading as a bona fide planet for decades. Neptune is not visible to the unaided eye and is the only planet in the solar system found by mathematical prediction rather than empirical observation. And as you think on that, we'll leave you to ponder these 8 celestial bodies that we have the utmost privilege to circle the sun with. Thank you, folks. You are all so great. Such a good and captive audience. Thank you. And let's hear it once again for my assistant astrophysicist, Weasel Dickens. There we are. Thank you.
Nicely done. Nicely. He danced the whole time.
That was impressive.
The whole time. Those are moves, man. I gotta try
and
those
as the
out.
performance seemed to struggle with the planets actually progressing, dancers stayed fully composed.
That's professionalism.
Yeah,
if I've ever seen it. That kid's going places.
You can't learn that. You're born with that.
Yes. Amen to that, sister.
Let's keep going here. I'm throwing Luke on screen.
Oh.
My buddy Luke.
Yeah, it's me.
Luke, hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing? Can you hear me? I don't know. I got
We
these
can
things
hear
on.
you. There's some feedback. If somebody's watching the video, you should
Oh,
have
I
them
got
stop.
to Okay. Yeah, that might help. Yeah. Sorry, Nick. You can't listen. Oh. All right. Hey, how are you?
Oh man. Oh,
We're good. How are you?
I'm ready for this.
All right.
This looks
Hey,
terrible.
I'm gonna carve a rabbit. You guys okay with that?
I'm okay with the rabbit.
Oh yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Now I gotta be wondering right now, what are his neighbors thinking?
I would venture to guess that. Oh, he's muted. I'm gonna unmute him. Oh, they chose to mute. He muted himself.
Yeah, I think the sound of the chainsaw, perhaps.
That's fine.
Now the thing is, we're also muted, so they can't hear us to say turn the audio back on.
Well, maybe they'll figure it out.
This is
However,
a
I
great
would say
predicament.
your question about what his neighbors think, I would assume his neighbors are pretty used to this.
That is awesome.
This does not seem like a character he put on.
This is speed sawing at its finest. Oh, there it is. Yeah,
That's the ambience we're looking for.
That's power. That's power. Oh yeah, I see it already. The
Ears.
I see him.
Oh, he's going for the tail now.
He was muted again. It seems like they're doing that on their end intentionally.
I like what he's doing with the hands to let us know what he's going for next.
Yeah,
It's a
his mime
classy
skills. Mime skills are good.
Yes, definitely.
Chainsaw
Definitely
and
good.
miming. I've maybe used a chainsaw once in my life, and you're an avid chainsawman.
I am an avid chainsawman. Yes, that is
Have
correct.
you done something like this before?
No.
And if not, how long until you try?
I will never try. I fear the chainsaw. He's
Oh, he's making the tail. That's what that is.
going to tail side. Oh, he's going face down. Tail side.
I'm going to take this opportunity to say, don't try this at home, kids.
I think I'm going to take this opportunity to say, let's get this into our last act. Can you imagine him dancing with saws? It'd be awesome.
Would it be?
I think so. I want to see the back of that.
See, you got the mouth. You got the eyes. The whiskers.
It's
let me have some.
I think, yeah, something's missing. Is everything okay?
Bring it up here. See? Bushy eyebrows. See? Works pretty good, eh?
That's impressive.
That's fantastic.
I can't hear anything you're saying.
I thought I did.
I think
Oh, hey, look at that. Hey, Leo, come here. Leo, look at that. Come have a seat.
Oh, that's cute.
Get your thumbs up.
Oh,
man.
that was great. Sean, I'm a little upset about some news we just received.
We just received news. Oh, I can put this up on
Yeah.
screen real quick.
Well, go ahead and take that off the screen. Well, no, keep it up. Let the people know what they're doing. This is wrong.
Over on Instagram, you can vote on the. I think it's just the best host. I don't
know what it said. Maybe it says worst host. So maybe this is correct. If we could get an update from Keith of what the poll actually is, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, cast your vote.
Cast your vote. This is upsetting. Bret, come on.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the next act?
Oh yeah, bring him on.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Howdy.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
How you guys doing?
Oh, doing great.
I like the reverb.
Yeah, the reverb, sweet.
Oh, we like you. Now we can't get sail away stuck out of our head. Sail away, sail away.
Yeah, it was a great choice. That's a math quiz song. They always play that whenever you would do math tests. Or maybe not you. That was my 5th grade teacher. He sucked.
Dude, that would be the only B+ I'd ever get in math.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you guys are doing beautiful tonight.
Oh, thank you. Y'all look great there.
It has been a night that we approached with little expectation as to what would happen, and I think there's no way to be disappointed. I think everyone has come to play.
It's truly a night of the stars. You know, it's Oscar mentality tonight.
And a night of Kevin and Emily from Tele Starr.
He got it.
Do you just want us to go in? I
Yeah.
guess that's what we do, right?
You
Let's
take
hear
it
it.
away. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Let's sail away. Let's pretend math class. Wake up, Miss Susie. Wake up. Wake up, Miss Susie. Wake up. Oh, it's time to sleep. Wake up, little Susie and me. The movie's over, it's 4 o'clock and you're in trouble. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Well, what are we gonna tell your mama? What are we gonna tell your papa? What are we gonna tell our friends when they say, ooh la la? Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Well, I told my mama that we'd be invited. Well, Susie, baby, looks like we goofed again. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. We gotta go. Wake up, Miss Susie, wake up. Wake up, Miss Susie, wake up. The movie was so hot, they didn't have much of a plot. We fell asleep, our gooses cooked off, reputation is shot. Wake up, little Susie, wake up, little Susie. Well, what are we gonna tell your mama? What are we gonna tell your mama? What are we gonna tell our friends when they say, ooh la la? Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Thank you.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us on. Yeah.
Thanks for playing along and sharing the talents and the hats.
Yeah. And the set. And the background set. Look at that.
We obviously came unprepared.
Yeah. Well, this was already set up. We just came down here to hang out. And then
What house are you in?
We're so sorry.
We texted you like 2 minutes ago and you were like, yeah, I guess we can do it.
Yeah. Kevin,
we had to eat dinner real quick.
Yeah.
Down. No.
Kevin's still wearing his bib.
I got to know my ribs tonight.
I thought you were going to do a callback to Jamie and say you had to do a quick phone call.
We liked your brownies so much.
Well, thank you both so much for joining us. And
Our pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
looking forward to seeing you sometime when we aren't limited to your iPad microphone by a pandemic.
We're going to look forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, David.
Oh, Sean.
I I don't know how. I assume you didn't look at the schedule. I assume you don't
No,
know.
I have no idea. I'm always shocked what's going to be next.
Well, I have a surprise for you.
I love surprises, but I also fear them. Oh, the Commish! Pretzel Pete himself.
I'm flattered that you're scared of me.
Just slightly.
Fair enough. I would be too.
I sleep. Yeah.
How are you? You're out in Colorado.
I am.
Is your air quality okay? You hanging in?
It's actually been nice the past couple of days. Ever since it snowed last Tuesday, which is pretty normal for September. It's been clear since. So.
Oh, good.
Nice. Yeah, the East Coast gets real wild from time to time.
What have you prepared for us tonight? Do you want us on screen? Do you want the stage to yourself?
You're welcome to join. So I actually wanted to talk about the Hardy Boys because I am a listener, and I've kind of done some soul searching about why this podcast is so relevant to our daily lives and everything. So
this needs to be said.
This is what people need. Yes, thank you.
Amen.
Okay. All right. So here we go.
There we go.
So I've been a fan of the Hardy and Sons podcast for what's felt like the last 5 years. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would someone regularly tune into a podcast about a series of juvenile novels? Well, I started because I wanted something to listen to on my runs. And listening to those early episodes was perfect because they motivated me to run faster and finish my runs as quickly as possible. But then I started to really listen and reflect on the Hardy and Sons podcast, and that's when I realized the massive amount of craftsmanship that goes into every episode.
Thank you.
I was an English major in college, so I'm well practiced at having overly drawn-out discussions about great works of literature. But we never managed to achieve the level of depth and detail that David and Sean do. They are, without a doubt, two of the greatest literary critics that I've ever encountered.
Yes.
Who else could spend over 22 hours dissecting the twists and turns of an ingenious novel such as The Secret of the Old Mill that famed mystery writers Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and Agatha Christie couldn't have ever even dreaming about being able to write? Or then spend nearly 13 additional hours comparing the original version of the novel with the more well-known revision? David and Sean extract the most important details from these masterworks, such as why two kids would choose to swim in their clothes to pull a boat that is out of gas, or when it is appropriate to eat food or go to baseball practice or eat more food rather than looking for clues to help a friend. The two of them have such a profound understanding of the cultural zeitgeist and linguistics of the Hardy Boys, which they break down for their listeners so dated references and words that have stumped SAT takers for years now make perfect sense. And they do not shy away from more difficult topics, like racism toward Italians, which they tackle with utmost sensitivity whenever they put on their ridiculous Italian accent.
It's called education.
I could go on about the immense talents that David and Sean display as improvisers, voice coaches, and poets, elaborating on the complex rhyme schemes that they sprinkle into the end of every episode. But you're darn tootin'! My reason for listening to the Hardy and Sons podcast is best summarized by the immortal words of Bill Withers. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, like when Chet's car gets stolen. But if we are wise, we know that there's always more chicken sandwiches and pretzels and pies and breakfast foods for us tomorrow. Oh, Hardy, when we're not strong, you are our friends, helping us to carry on, as long as there's a reward involved. You just call on the brothers when you need a hand, because the Hardy Boys are who we need to lean on. Thank you.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. And you are now a candidate for a replacement host.
Wow, I'm honored.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just another example of, I think that our podcast is an evaluation and analysis of the books. It would make sense that the next derivative would be a podcast about our podcast. And I can't think of a better partnership than James and Commish for that project.
We'll get on that right away.
Is a great idea, actually. The Nancy Drew series needs two hosts. I'm just saying. Let's make
Commish,
this happen.
thank you for sharing your time with us and those kind words that we didn't write.
No,
that was you. That was all you.
Yeah,
I didn't write those either. I just came up with them on the fly.
It was good.
And the glasses was just so he could see us.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, Commish,
have a good one, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Commish.
Next
we
up,
impact lives, Sean. That's just what we do. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Caleb Robertson. I don't know you, but I like you.
We've got just a couple of acts left tonight. But on Commish's notes about literature and art and the craftsmanship, and I believe your craftsmanship was also called into question at a point.
It was, yeah. Thanks, Sean.
Caleb Robinson's he definitely voted for me.
Yeah, I know he did. He's going for my goat tonight.
Yeah.
I will not let him have it.
But with art in mind, I would like to welcome someone who knows a few things about the topic.
Yes.
Please welcome Julian, who has muted himself. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there he is. Oh, he's on mute.
You're muted. No, we can't.
Yeah.
Can't hear you. That's.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. There he is.
Good. Thank you. Sorry. You said this presentation would be 5 minutes?
We're shooting for around, three to five.
Great.
Emphasis.
Because I'm on my desktop and the battery. I'll start then?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you can start.
So, my name is Julian. I am a local artist, singer, playwright, novelist, sculptor, dancer, both nude and clothed. I have a speech that I tend to give on the topic of nude art, which I found out a few moments ago is not appropriate for the children in the audience. So I am tailoring
Thank you.
a lot of what I'll be doing. Let me just delete a few things. Okay. Great. Art. Art is in everything that we do. It permeates everything. But where to start with art? The image. When we think of art, we might think of a painting, maybe a sketch. A few of them, I have some of my personal works behind me. You'll note this, a portrait of my father in profile. He's in profile because he refused to look me in the eye. He also had a powerful mustache. My mother would draw, and notably I drew her drawing, I drew her drawing. Can you see that? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, we can see it.
Fantastic. Another visual medium is that of photography, which you can see up here.
Can you turn the camera up?
Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
That you can see up here.
There you go. Well done, guy.
Good.
Looks
Back on
good.
script.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, there it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Speaking of finding it, we'll move on. Sculpture, where you take a raw material, something like ice, dangerous, jagged, cold, but can be made to flume juice down your mouth at a wedding reception. Michelangelo's David comes to mind, or a simple mud pie. I have created a sculpture. Can you see this sculpture?
Tilt it down just a bit.
We can't see it. It's below the camera. There we go.
This sculpture. This is a sculpture that I made out of wood, much like the gentleman with the chainsaw. You'll note it's much lighter than you might think.
Great shorts.
Thank you.
Good.
This sculpture was made out of a 986-year-old redwood tree. I was taking a core sample for my arborist class, trying to find the age of the tree, and accidentally killed it. Later realized it was 986 years old. It made for a terrible Arbor Day.
It made for a great statue.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's not often I get such praise.
I believe that.
So since I had killed the tree, I decided to set out to commemorate it in sculpture, which you see before you. I had a very difficult time, having never sculpted anything of wood before.
I don't know about that one.
Well, believe it or not, it should be noted it was a 986-year-old tree, so I had a lot of attempts.
Please don't face the back of it to the camera again. Thank you.
Now I'm tempted.
Oh no!
I won't. I'll restrain to keep the snake in front. Yes. So essentially, I had a very large redwood tree, and by the time I got to this, I had this sculpture and about 2 tons of mulch. His form is such, as you see, weak knees.
We can't see the knees. Thank you.
This is getting very old. I'll turn it slightly to show the dimension, but still conceal.
Well done. Well done.
His form is that of the emotion that was based off of the one time I did make eye contact with my father. And I thought it an appropriate time to commemorate it. Other art you might find in advertising. You know what? Let's skip a bit. I wanted to get to words. Words are my favorite part.
Words?
Words can be used in a variety of different kinds of art. For instance, you can pair them together to be more than just the one. We start with the root word of this one, peanut. Add a second word, butter. Familiar, flutter. Peanut butter flutter. You move on. Knee-high burrito thighs. Tabletop belly flop. You see what I'm doing? I'm creating a sense of frolic through language. I have another poem. I call this one Keith. Keith bees. Keith trees. Keith bleeds. Keith needs. Keith peas till Keith sneeze. When you have novels, you can put them, words are paired for much longer. You can have a fantastic novel, something like of War and Peace, or perhaps Heart of Darkness, or the 2018 Chevy Equinox Installation Manual.
How many of these books have you read?
Yeah. I have 80% of them on paperback, 2% on hardback. It's much more expensive, and I don't believe in it.
How many on wood?
Well, technically they're paper, so it's a form of wood, so I'll say all of them.
He's a true artist.
Fair.
Where did you get your art degree, Julian?
There is a legal statute. If you read and are cited in at least 2,000 Wikipedia articles, you get an honorary degree.
What's a runtime?
If I may,
I don't think this guy is an artist.
I have another. Let me get to another poem. This one should have knocked your socks off.
I'm just happy that the statue's not facing backwards.
Yes. What do you got?
This poem is called. It's called "Now You See Me's for Who I Really Am." Hubris filled, a stench of copious coy, an unkept, unshaven, abysmal, abominable, aberration, superficially squirting words, like a fully open tube. Cunning linguist, hairy and cleft, smuff. Dubiously deceitful, detective, smuff. That's one poem that I've come across and had a good amount of love for.
You turned me around on you. For a while, I thought you were a hack.
Yeah, I was about to cut you off.
But now I think perhaps you do know a thing or two about art.
Oh, thank you. Moving on into words. Yes, this is from the 1968 film. I've forgotten it. Never mind. I'll just keep going. The poem is from a song. It's called "Windmills in Your Mind." Keys that jingle in your pocket, words that jangle in your head. Why did summer go so quickly? Was it something that you said?
I've heard this.
Yeah.
This isn't a poem.
This is from a song, and it's a poem
this
because
is
it's
from
in a song.
Movie, you liar!
That's what I said. It was from a movie.
Did he say that, Sean?
I've zoned out for most of this at this point.
I don't like this guy.
You are missing a
You're
very
a fake
great
artist.
deal. How dare you, sir?
You lie!
I lie!
Yes!
You sit on a bed of lies! You
I don't- I'm not
that's what I
care.
right!
John, cut this guy off! Thank you. Who was that?
That was Julian.
I don't like him. Bring the Caleb guy up. I'd rather talk to him. There he is.
Oh no, it's somebody else comment. There we go.
Yeah.
Not a hate brownie.
No.
We have 2 acts left tonight.
Ooh.
I'm going to bring up Dash the DJ on screen.
Oh, now we're talking.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Double cam. I like this.
Yeah.
Take it away, man.
You know, we have the turntable audio. We got this here. I got a mic. I'm not sure if it's working. Can you still hear me? Check 1, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound
Most
great.
importantly. All right, cool. Most importantly. Can you hear that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there it goes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. What's up, guys? Show's
How
going
are
pretty
you?
good.
Yeah.
I got 2 cameras. I got one on my butt here and then one here.
Do you feel like the bar has been set too high for you tonight, based on the acts that have come before you?
Honestly, I'm digging the brownies. I mean, it was a very strenuous process for sure. But I think we all got something from that. So, yeah. And the last guy, I have no words for that.
He
Actually,
was a clown.
I don't know how he got on the list.
How did you even find him? Like, what's your
We
your
just
process
posted the link out for
That was a
if you want to join
Craigslist
the live
find, I
stream.
Man, I just saw my other angle here. I'm not feeling this at all. Man, this sucks.
No, it's looking good. It's feeling good. Well, take it away, man. Let's hear it.
Man, the bar is pretty low. I don't do sets at all. I mostly do all my stuff live, so I'm just going to flip a track here, and we'll see how it goes.
All right. Do you want David and I to stay on screen and dance?
You know what? That is highly appreciated and very recommended.
Gotcha. We gotcha.
That's cool. All right. Like I said, I actually didn't even practice this. It's just like a few songs here and there. So
I want this to be so good with that little I didn't even practice this and beat drops. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Let me cue up my stuff here.
Let me fix my lights.
And I have to
there
take this
you
out
go.
because I'm going to feedback. So I can't hear you guys.
Hey.
Actually, I do have. The kids are asleep, so we'll see how this goes.
Ooh. David, you're not dancing. We're supposed to dance.
I'm not a great dancer.
No, that's going to feedback. All right, so I have to mix this all in just my headphones. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Why everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good? Why everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good? Why everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good? Why everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good?
Okay, I didn't practice it, but that's it.
Oh, don't give us that disclaimer.
Yeah.
You want to hear David
Oh
and
my
I
gosh.
DJ up a sweet track?
You know what? I think I want to see you guys freestyle. That might be pretty cool. You know, I got an instrumental. We can flip it. You know.
That's all Sean.
Tell you
Don't let
what,
him do
okay.
it, though.
I was just about to say yes, 100%, but looking at the time, we're running over. Otherwise,
No,
I
make
totally
him do it. Make him do it.
No, we don't have time for this, unfortunately. But let me. Oh, hang on. Whoops. I messed
get
up
it.
everything.
You'll get there.
There we go. We're back.
There
You
it
can hear
is. Yeah,
everyone.
now you got everything. You dingus.
Yeah, sorry about that. No, thanks, man. That's a skill that I don't have. Everyone else's
Same.
skills tonight, I do have. And I can do most of them at the same time. David, have you tried my chainsaw brownies?
Nice. Good callback.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Well, Dash, thank you, sir, for joining us.
Thank you.
Have a good night. I hope you didn't wake your kids.
I'm pretty sure of that. My wife will be letting me know here soon, so we'll see how that goes.
Fingers
Please pray
crossed,
for me.
man.
Yeah. If you need some brownies, we know a lady. Woo!
Are you ready, my friend?
Let me prepare for this one emotionally.
This is the final act of the night.
It's been a long night, but a
if
great
you've
night.
seen the thumbnail for this night, we have teased the moment we're about to see.
Yes.
And I know, like every other act tonight, I know nothing about what we're about to see. I'm just excited to see it.
I look forward to this man's art. A real artist, unlike Julian.
Yeah. Without further ado,
I like that.
Adieu.
Ladies
and gentlemen, Jeffrey Bagel
Shoe. It was that was the rhyme. You should have left it at the rhyme.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Hanson, but please call me Bagel. Thank you to Frank and Joe Hardy for the chance to perform tonight. Last summer, I wrote a love poem and a trumpet serenade to Grace. Grace has moved on, and so have I, to more serious topics. This is a poem that I wrote about the treacherous journey through life. And may I add some music interludes to ease some of the strife. Cheers. This poem is called Horizon. A sailor set out on his three-masted wood sloop to the Arctic, or to Polynesia, or to sunny Guadeloupe. A destination he lacked, except for the hopeful horizon, a journey he sought, plus some fun in the sun. We needn't always know exactly where we're traveling to, just that we're on the right path and that our footsteps are true. Because as long as we're happy with each step that we take, then at the end of each day, we'll be blessed with cheesecake. What will you do with the blank horizon? What will you do with the blank horizon? What will you do with the blank horizon early in the morning? On the first leg of his journey, the sailor trimmed his sails tight. He scrubbed decks and pulled lines with all of his might. He aimed to achieve the perfect sail to catch breeze. His ship was ship-shape and ready to ride the rough seas. There are times when we must enter maintenance periods, times of back-breaking work and chores myriad. When we become accustomed to work and do it from 9 until 5, when we're busy as bees, perfecting our hive. What will you do when your chores need doing? What will you do when your chores need doing? What will you do when your chores need doing early in the morning? But the sailor entered leg 2 with calloused hand and weary soul. He had obsessed over the ship's each pitch, yaw, and wildly roll. When last had been pleased by the ship's speedy pace, or felt breeze in his hair, or sun on his face. If we constantly maintain, then we never can enjoy the life we're perfecting like a herd to a cowboy. Why scrub down your decks if ne'er you sit on them and rest? Why cook and why brew if ne'er you throw fest? What will you do when your work is finished? What will you do when your work is finished? What will you do when your work is finished early in the morning? The third leg of the journey began with a crack and a boom. The storm rushed in more briskly than we can sign off on Zoom. The lightning was fierce, and the sailor scared for his life. He battened down hatches and put away cheese and bread knife. There are times when life's pleasures we can't quite enjoy. No brie or camembert or tasty chow bon cow soy. Storms may rage many weeks or maybe just hours when our survival will take 100% of our powers. What will you do when Davy Jones comes knocking? What will you do when Davy Jones comes knocking? What will you do when Davy Jones comes knocking early in the morning? The sailor survived sea serpent and gale, and now glided amongst dolphins and Willie the whale. The storm fought him and taught him and strengthened his will and made him appreciate the whole sea from shark to krill. On each journey we take, there will be maintenance, fear, and some peace. When one phase is over, worrisome thoughts too so must cease. Compartmentalizing the mind to deal with work, strife, and calm content will allow us to live each phase as its own isolated segment. Otherwise, the fear will bleed into the pleasure, and the journey will be lost like Captain Jack's sunken treasure. What will you do when your life grows hectic? What will you do when your life grows hectic? What will you do when your life goes hectic early in the morning? The sailor sighted some land and turned upwind to tack 4. He fought current and gust to reach that upcoming shore. It'd be such a feat to bring his ship to the dock, so he fought up the wind and avoided submerged rock. We oft set our sights on a high, valiant mountain top. We put our heads down and climb on without stop. It feels good to jump through hoop after hoop after hoop. The end justifies the hours spent feeling like poop. What will you do when you climb a mountain? What will you do when you climb a mountain? What will you do when you climb a mountain early in the morning? Day 3 of fighting wind, the sailor was 17 beers deep when he remembered the far horizon that had danced through his sleep. He was putting himself through hell and high water each day just to end up in some unknown and undesired bay. Hard work can be good and destinations are nice, but consider what you're buying before you pay the steep price. Are you happy each day as you move towards your goal? Will the destination be worth the daily struggle and toll? What will you do when your sloop sails RE? What will you do when your sloop sails RE? What will you do when your sloop sails RE early in the morning? The sailor bravely turned away from wind and from land. His mood quickly brightened and his sky bronzely tanned. His spear tasted better and fish and bird joined with his joy. His ship no longer his prison, but a brand new sailing toy. When we follow our hearts and not someone else's path, then the world becomes a warm, soapy lavender bubble bath. Our spirit becomes infectious, and others will come with the saying that life's hard quickly becomes ancient myth. What will you do when you're truly happy? What will you do when you're truly happy? What will you do when you're truly happy early in the morning? The sailor faced maintenance and calm and adversity, but learned how to separate each phase of the sea. He sailed his sloop true to his heart and to his mind. The blank horizon waits patient and hopeful and kind. There are bad days and tough days and good days around, but when we follow our true path, then help and happiness abound. So cast off your lines, set sails and grab your mates, crack a beer and enjoy the ride because the horizon awaits. Way, hey, hey, and let's go sailing. Way, hey, and let's go sailing. Way, hey, and let's go sailing towards that blank horizon. There are bad days and tough days and good days around, but when we follow our true path, then help and happiness abound. So cast off your lines, set sails, and grab your mates, crack a beer, and enjoy the ride, because the horizon awaits. Way, hey, and let's go sailing. Way, hey, and let's go sailing. Way, hey, and let's go sailing towards that blank horizon. Thank you.
That's our show for tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. If you love what you heard tonight, it is absolutely disconnected from the reality of the Hardy & Sons podcast. But if you want to listen, check out hardyandsonspodcast.com, and you can find it. It's on all of your Stitcher, Google, Apple, Spotify, wherever. And
yeah, and if you go to that website, there's also a link that says store. You can go to that store and you can purchase yourself a wonderful t-shirt for $19.99.
I can't think of anything better than that.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Have a fantastic evening. See you next season.
Oh.